Hey everybody, I'm Suni Moon and I'm a meditation teacher. And a lot of you probably know me or you wouldn't be here watching today. This is our midday chill out drop in meditation that was intended to be at 405 Wellness. But in light of the current situation, we are gathering here online where we can all be just as close as we want to be, or not. So, how are you? Hi. I can't really respond to those of you who are there with me, but thank you for joining me because it's only me here and I have enough trouble trying to focus my thinking on what to tell you, but I'm glad you joined me. My goal right now is to help us practice calming ourselves. Meditation has always been about that. It's never been about stopping your mind. It has some deeper practices too, but as we begin with meditation, and especially in trying times like now, what do you need? You need to calm down. So as we go through, these gatherings, we're doing 4 per week, if you hadn't heard. Tuesday and Thursday at 12:15, Friday at 5:15, and Tuesday night I'm doing a meditation practice at 6:30, which is intended to be about meditation and recovery. You don't have to be recovering from substance abuse. You could be recovering from an overdose of anxiety, so you're certainly welcome. During these times, you get to practice your calming skills with me. There's lots of different ways to calm yourself down, and I'll try to explore different practices as we go along. Know that in addition to those, on my website at sunimoon.net, S-U-N-I Moon, M-O-O-N.net, under resources, there's a lot of links to meditation videos. There's some articles on different styles of meditation. There's one that's like 30 ways to practice mindfulness meditation. So there's resources there online you can access. There's also a link to my YouTube channel where there are more videos. So there's just lots of ways to calm yourself down. So rather than babble on too much, let's calm ourselves down. Take a deep breath with me, breathing in, pausing and letting that air out. Next time you breathe in deeply and notice how your ribs expand and your belly can expand a little bit. And then pause before you exhale just to notice and then let it out. What you've done when you breathe that way is you're signaling your central nervous system that everything's okay. You're signaling the nervous system, regardless of what's flying around in your head. When people say to you, you just have to calm down, and you say in your head, I've got to calm down. How do I calm down? It doesn't work, right? Right. So this deep breath bypasses the brain, goes directly to the central nervous system and says, hey, it's okay. Calm down. That's triggering what is basically called rest and repose mode for your body. When your pulse will slow, your respiration can slow and get a little deeper, your muscles can relax a bit, the body sends energy into the internal organs, so digestion and those sorts of things can get back to normal. When we breathe deeply, we're signaling our whole system that it's okay. And once our system can calm, then it's easier to let our mind calm too. So while it might seem backwards, go ahead and breathe deeply and let it go. On this next inhale, when you breathe in, pull your shoulders up. And then pause, and then when you let the air out, let your shoulders fall. Becoming aware of the tension we might be holding. Breathing in, pausing, and then letting it out. In meditation, as we begin, there's 2 things to try to focus on. the breath, and your body as far as an awareness of tension or pressure. As we begin, I'll draw your attention to your breath, and I'll also draw your attention to your seat, meaning feeling the pressure of your body on your chair or on the floor. Those two things are good things to pull your mind back to try to get yourself into the moment. Because when we're worried or anxious or frightened, often we're not in this moment. We're spinning off on what if. All the what ifs in the world, we have no power over. And if we spend all our energy out there worrying and wondering and making up what if stories, we're not really here. And right here is where we live in this moment. Right here is when we can spend time together. Right here is when we can create, we can read, we can teach, we can learn, we can love one another in this moment. So during trying times, try to call your attention into this moment, because right now, you and I are okay. Most of the beings on the planet are okay. Some are ill, and we'll send them our love that they heal quickly. But most of us are okay. So, join me. If you can close your eyes comfortably, close your eyes. If you can't, there's no need to stare at me. Pick a steady place on the floor or something that's pleasing to you that's in your presence, and just gently, softly focus on that. So breathe in deeply, pause, and let that air out when you're ready. On every inhale, remember you're bringing in fresh energy. And on every exhale, you're letting go of that which you do not need. Breathing in fresh air, letting go of that which is not needed. Perhaps breathing in calm and letting go of worry on the exhale. Breathing in health and letting go of anxious thoughts. Breathing in peace. And when you exhale, just let go of your concerns. As you're seated there comfortably, scan your body quickly and notice where you're tense. Are you clasping your hands in your lap like I just noticed I was? Let your hands hang loose or lie comfortably in your lap. If you're feeling tension in your shoulders, feel free to roll them a little bit. Roll your neck a little bit. Let the tensions go on your next exhale. In trying to keep our attention in this moment, we turn our attention to the breath, because for many people that is comforting. If you focusing on your breath does not feel relaxing, then turn your attention to your seat. The pressure of your seat on your chair or on the floor. Your seat is your connection to the ground, the floor of the building you're in, sturdy and strong, connected deeply through its foundation into the earth itself. Knowing that through this seat and support, you are supported by the entire planet. This is a planet that nurtures, that grows, that provides resources for us, and that we in turn care for and love. So as you breathe in and out, try to keep your attention on your breath. That doesn't feel relaxing. Turn your attention to your seat and allow that reality that you are connected and grounded to the planet. Let that hold you. Breathing in and breathing out. And yes, your mind will wander. As a meditator, it's very important to start paying attention to what your mind's doing, not necessarily stopping it at all. We can't do that. But about half of the time, your mind will wander. Just notice where it wanders to. Notice and observe. You're kind of like a reporter. You don't have to enmesh yourself in the thought your mind has run to. Just take a note. Observe it. Jot it down in your mind. Oh, I'm off worrying again. And then gently and lovingly call that mind back to this moment. Your mind is only doing what is its nature. Don't feel any frustration when it runs off. Just gently call it back to this moment in the now, where we are nurturing ourselves and helping ourselves rest and restore. And the next time your mind wanders off, take note of what it ran to. Are you making a list? Are you impatient? If your mind has wandered to anything that is not relaxing and comforting, then gently call it back to this moment. If it has wandered off to your happy place, oh, let it be there. And if it's wandered off to a fond memory that you find comforting, then enjoy that. The purpose of these calming practices are to use them when you need calming. So when my mind begins to wander and I can feel a sense of fear or anxiousness beginning to grow, I can step back and say, oh, calling my mind gently back to this moment where I'm okay. Breathing in and breathing out. And now, as gently as we began, calling your awareness back to your body, back to the room that you're in. If your eyes were closed, gently begin to flutter them back open. Take a quick scan now of your body. See if it feels different than when we started. Know that you don't need me to do this. You learned 2 tools today. 1, that long, deep breath. Pause and exhale to bring your attention back into this moment. And you also learned to turn your attention to your connection to the earth. Massive, warm, nurturing, loving. The earth has not deserted us. Your breath has not deserted you. Your friends have not deserted you. And there's lots of ways to nurture and help yourself. So in these trying times, I send you my light and love. I encourage you to make time for yourself, to calm yourself, but also remember that you're the observer of this mind. And when it starts going, as mine does too, that's human nature. When I sense, Here we go. Step back, take that deep breath. Take charge and make a decision. When we can calm ourselves down, when we can pause for just that moment, when we feel fear or anxiety growing, we can step back as the observer and say, it's okay right now. In this moment, I'm okay. And instead of depleting my energy by worrying, I'll pull my energy in and send it to those I know need it. Send it to myself. Send it to you. Send it to those who are struggling, to those who are helping, and to all of us who are sitting at home cleaning, cooking, and reading. Thank you for joining me. I wish you a better day. And when my worry comes, I am turning my energy to the visualization that very soon we will be back down at the 405 Wellness, meditating together. And until then, hold that thought of hope and health. Be aware, take care of one another, and visualize the best. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon, Friday, 5:15 if you want. And if not, visit my sunimoon.net website and go visit me on YouTube. Thanks so much. Take care. Breathe deeply. Bye-bye.